Hello, somebody. I warmly welcome you to my channel. Here is the authentic and delicious Ghana Jollof rice that you need to include in your menu. Stay tuned as we prepare this. So in this pan, I'm going to add some vegetable cooking oil. I already have my cooked meat at home, so just moving straight to fry my meat. I'm using cow meat for this jollof, and I've just cooked my meat with natural spices, nothing more. I'm cooking for my kids, therefore I'm very selective and I use natural spices. This is the real color of the meat, and I just move ahead to fry it. Let it fry, not over fry. But my dear, you can adjust this to your taste. You can use any other source of protein. You can use chicken, fish, or goat meat. Whatever type of protein you want to use is up to you. It's not really compulsory to use cow meat, but that's what I'm going for. All right. So after frying it for a few minutes, I just move ahead to take it off the heat and then just move straight with the preparation of the jollof rice. Check it out. Yes, well fried and delicious. So in a clean pan, I just strain in the oil I used to fry the meat. Okay, then straightforward adding some chopped onions and some grated garlic. Stir fry this on a low heat for about 1 to 2 minutes. This allows the onion and the ginger to release some flavor into the oil. Okay, having done that, we are moving ahead with our tomato paste. All right, so I added 4 to 5 tablespoons of tomatoes. You can adjust this to your preference. All right, then I begin to stir it. You know me and my oil issue. I don't use too much oil for my recipes. That is why I always say you can adjust to your taste. So at this point, I added water in order for the tomatoes to be well cooked. So adding water, I was able to mix the tomatoes thoroughly and at the same time cooking it. I will be covering it and allow it to cook very well. Hello, my dear. If today is your first time you are coming across my channel, I warmly welcome you. I request that you stay tuned and don't leave. Alright? Have you already subscribed to my channel? If no, my dear, please subscribe. Alright, let's be family. Like and share my videos and you won't regret it a bit. Alright, after frying my tomato for a few minutes, I move ahead to add my blended ingredients, which includes onions, fresh tomatoes, and some spices. Alright, you know the spices you like, you can choose from the numerous spices we have for making stew. With this, I stir fry it, cover it, and fry it. At this point, I'm adding my well grounded pepper. Yes, I grounded my pepper in the earthenware bowl and I just added it to the stew. So this time we are only waiting for the stew to be well cooked. Okay, so from time to time we try to stir it so that it will not burn beneath it. All right, as you can see, the oil has started coming on top. I just move ahead to add shrimp powder and some ginger powder. Yes, the shrimp powder, I love to use it in my recipes because it adds to the deliciousness of the food, and you need to add it as early as possible so that it will dissolve it will be well dissolved in the food. Yes, that's my English anyway. So moving ahead with some salt, and here is my onga cube. You know me and onga good together. I just added half of my onga cube and then continue frying. You know, it's the shrimp powder that have soaked all the oil on top of my stew, but I don't mind. If you mind, you are free to add enough oil to your taste. All right, but as I'm frying this on a low heat, I'm sure the oil will start popping on top of it. At this juncture, I'm adding my washed rice to the stew. My dear, in a typical Ghanaian community, this is done in two ways. You can either add it straight to your stew and fry it for a few minutes before adding your stock and your water. But the other way around, you add your stock or water to your stew, the quantity you want, and whilst it's boiling before you add your washed rice. Okay, I hope you understand what I just explained. If you understand, give me thumbs up. All right, so I stir fry my rice in the stew for few minutes. I cover it and allow it to fry. Me and Kasa, I love this way because I think the rice cooks faster when I do it this way than adding water to the stew, but all the same they all come out so nice, perfectly well and delicious. I hope you'll be trying this at home, or don't just watch and bypass. Okay, you will love it. It's a very delicious jollof rice that you will be preparing every week in your house. All right, so I give it a thorough stir and then cover it to retain some heat. After that, I move ahead with my stock. This is the meat I've just fried, and this is the water I've gotten from it. Adding it to my rice. Seeing that it's not enough, I'm just going to top up with some small amount of tap water. Yes, as you can see, this is the water. I use it, I pour it in the earthenware bowl and pour on my rice. At this point, I will just taste and see if the salt and everything is perfect inside the rice. It's good. So we just move ahead, cover it and allow it to cook. Few minutes later, voila, our rice is gradually cooking deliciously. Give it that gentle and a thorough stir. Alright, after that, just cover it for one more time. Alright. Checking up on it again, at this point, our rice is almost done, 95% cooked. We'll still give it another good and thorough stir. Alright, but remember we are not making rice balls, so the stirring of the rice reduce it kakra. Alright, so here we are, moving ahead with our chopped vegetables. This is the available vegetables I have at home, and I'm adding it to my jollof rice. My dear, the choice is in your hands. You can choose any vegetable of your choice. Mixing it gently at this time. Alright, this is the third or the fourth time I'm stirring my rice. You don't need to be over stirring it, just allow it to cook on its own. Alright guys, how do you see Ghana jollof rice? Will you eat this? Will you prepare this for your kids at home? It's so delicious. Alright, at this point, 5 minutes later, it is ready and we're gonna enjoy it. Yes, I hope you like it, my dear. Consider subscribing to my channel. Oh. Alright, no more viewer, you are a subscriber. Subscribe. Alright, thank you very much for making time with me and watching this video up to this very moment. May God really bless you. Hope to see you next time for more delicious African foods here on my channel. Bye bye.